Now to a possible shift from the White House on Israel's war with Hamas. Yesterday, Vice President Kamala Harris called for an immediate ceasefire for at least 6 weeks, citing the, quote, immense scale of suffering in Gaza. Now, over the weekend, U.S. planes dropped aid into the territory for the first time, although critics say this is still not enough. MTS Tayeb reports on the desperate pleas for some kind of peace and a warning to you that this report contains some very graphic images.
In the southern city of Rafah, another day of unimaginable grief after 20 members of the Abu Unza family were killed in an Israeli strike, including Rania Abu Unza's twins, a boy and a girl, just 6 months old, who she spent a decade and 3 rounds of fertility treatment to have. What did these babies do, she says? What are you doing? Just watching us die? After nearly 5 months of brutal war in Gaza, the Biden administration appears to be making its first major steps to try and end the misery. In the fiercest criticisms of Israel's handling of the conflict from a senior official so far, Vice President Kamala Harris said enough wasn't being done to ease what she called a humanitarian catastrophe.
Given the immense scale of suffering in Gaza, there must be an immediate ceasefire.
Pressure for a ceasefire and hostage release deal is also intensifying across Israel. The families of those still being held in Gaza, along with their supporters, marched to Jerusalem this weekend, demanding Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu agree to an immediate truce with Hamas. Among them was Shay Dickman, who wants her cousin Carmel freed.
Are you worried Prime Minister Netanyahu is prioritizing the war over the release of hostages?
I really want to hope that he puts people's lives in first priority.
And given Prime Minister Netanyahu's long history of defying successive U.S. administrations, despite receiving enormous amounts of American military aid, the fear among many here is Vice President Harris's appeal for a ceasefire will fall on deaf ears and that this brutal war, which has killed so many, will continue. Nate.
MTS Tayeb in Tel Aviv, thank you.